Hello, hello. My name is Amanda Smith, and I am the CEO and founder of Dallas Girl Gang, a girl gang that I started as a community on Facebook that is now a worldwide girl gang of 50,000 women and growing. I am also the host of the Girl Gang podcast that comes out on Thursdays, and I have the privilege of coaching female entrepreneurs to start and to scale their own businesses. Today, I'm going to bring you some tangible ways to drive people to your list and grow your email list through using Clubhouse. So, as you guys know, Clubhouse is a brand new app that came out before a lot of us even realized, and I hopped in at the end of 2020. I have spent so much time on this app, seeing how it works, how they've built the integrations from different social media platforms. And here are some ways you can grow your list from that. So, number one, before we even get started, have you started your list? That's what this whole summit is about. So, before we even get into anything, start your list. I highly recommend Flowdesk. So does Amanda Stores. But first thing is have value in your list. A lot of times people just start a list and it's just kind of there, okay? And they just want you, you might hear people vaguely say, yeah, get on my email list. Well, what are people going to get? And what can they expect when they get on your list? One thing that Flowdesk does a really good job of is creating sequences of templates for you when people join your list. This is a really great tool that you can use as they come into your corner of the internet. So you can tell them, this is what you can expect from me. This is what I share with you. And really, if you don't know what you're going to share, think about what are valuable things that your ideal client needs that you can give to them for free so that they build trust with you. And when you are ready to sell to them, they will convert to customers. So do you have value in your list to begin with? Okay. And that can be a newsletter. Maybe you want to include other people in your community. You want to highlight people. I know someone who does spotlights, but it's more of an interview, and they do a full in-depth interview and push it out to a blog post, all types of different content. It's also a great way to repurpose your content and your list. We work so hard on our content for social media. Repurpose it in your list. So number one, before you even get into Clubhouse, have value in your list, okay? Number two, have a standing offer. In your Clubhouse bio, you can have pretty much unlimited characters. So you're not limited to 4 lines or whatever, just like on Instagram. You are not limited at all. So have something in there that's a standing direct line to your email list, whether it's your general list, a wait list of some kind, or a freebie that you have as a free opt-in to your sales funnel. One thing I have in my bio right now on Clubhouse is this. I have a line in there that says, DM me the word Reels for my free beginner's guide to creating Reels. That was the number one thing I was hearing from my audience early on or end of 2020 was, man, I want to start creating Reels. I don't know how. I don't know what to talk about. I don't want to dance like on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. What do I do, Amanda? So I created a freebie that's literally a video training like this, but all they have to do is opt in with their email. They get that video training automatically, gets them started on Reels, and there you go, okay? Every single week, I get DMs from random people. When you get a DM on Instagram, it goes to your requests folder if they're not already following you and you're not following them. I get messages in that folder besides spam messages that says Reels at least a dozen times a week at this point. And that is just organic traction. And that's even on the days that I'm not actively on Clubhouse. So if you don't know about Clubhouse, based on their algorithm, they share suggested people for you to follow as you follow other people that are similar to those profiles. And so I can be suggested to people 24/7 all the time. So I don't have to be actively on the app in a room or hosting a room for people to see my face, click on it, go to my bio, all those things. I get DMs every week that say Reels. And all I have is a quick response in my Instagram DMs. You can have, if you don't know how to do this, you go to your DMs with somebody, or you can go in your settings and click quick replies, and you title what it is, and then you type out the canned response, and boop, you just send it out. So I love doing that because number one, it's easy, and number two, it gives them a point of connection with me instead of just going to a link themselves and clicking it and never having a personal touch point with me first. I want to get to know the people that are following me, people in my community. I want people to continue to build trust with me. So I have them send me a message, and then I in turn respond to them in real time and say, here's your freebie. Thank you so much for finding me on Clubhouse. I'm super excited. I then get to go see what they're up to in their business. They get the empowerment of learning how to get started on Instagram Reels, and it's a win-win. So have a standing offer in your bio, and you can change it out as much as you want. For me, I'm probably going to change it out here soon to a free webinar that I'm going to be hosting for a workshop that's targeted towards a specific type of ideal client that I have. So you can change it out. It doesn't have to stay the same, but if it is a general lead magnet that goes into your sales funnel, that's not, specific to anything in particular, it's just getting them on your list, you can do that too. Number 3, when you are in a room or you are hosting a room, either way, if you're on stage or if you're hosting a room on Clubhouse, and if you need more information on all of the jargon of Clubhouse and what is it, how do you use it, should I even get on this platform if you're not already on there, send me a DM on Instagram at Amanda's in Dallas. Let's talk about it because I got you. So you can have an offer in your back pocket, a freebie. Maybe it's a course, maybe it's a workshop, maybe it's something, but it is going to be an opt-in to your email list. And while you're on stage, while you're talking, at the end of the room that you're hosting, as your call to action, whatever it might be, a lot of times we say, DM me on Instagram, blah, 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 which is great. But what if they went to the link in your bio, or maybe you say, go to the link in my Instagram bio and get on this wait list. Go to the link in my Instagram bio and get this free resource. That's another way I could plug my free Reels guide, is at the end say, thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in. I have a free gift for you. All you have to do is go to my Instagram bio, click the link, and you get a free Reels basically workshop in your inbox as soon as you drop your email. Have that be a call to action at the end of the room that you're hosting, or if you have an opportunity to speak on stage, and it's within the parameters of what the room is about, and you guys are allowed to say something of who you are and direct people to engage with you. Say, you can even say DM me to get this link if it's too complicated, but you could essentially have it set up to where people just have to go to your Instagram bio and get the link. Or you can create a bit.ly link, a bit.ly link, put that in your Clubhouse bio. That's another idea. We have done that with our Refresh and Flow Summit. It's our self-care summit for entrepreneurs. And so that one is bit.ly/refresh flow. And that's super easy to make it a small link instead of saying www.amandacsmithco. Blah, blah, blah. No, make a bit.ly link, and it's easier to speak out to because Clubhouse is all audio. You can say it, you can add it in your bio, but let that be a call to action when you are live in a room. Absolutely. And then the last thing is driving people to your opt-ins from a room. Again, making this something that is timely, and making this something that is, maybe you do it at the very beginning of the room. Maybe you give them a special bonus and say, hey, thank you so much for joining this room today. So that I know who joined today, go get on this wait list, or go grab this link in my bio or my Instagram bio, bit.ly, blah, 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 to get XYZ bonus for being a part of this networking room today, or being a part of this conversation around imposter syndrome, whatever it might be. That way you can track too, okay, they joined this specific conversation to get this freebie as well, another lead magnet. And that really helps you hone in on what your ideal client needs, wants, is gleaning from you, and what's working or what's not working, right? So you can even have, to test it, set up a different type of lead magnet to draw people into your list that ties to the room that you're in or that you're hosting. This is really if you're hosting a room. And I would say that at the beginning, I would say as you refresh the room, again, if you need help on jargon or, terms and how Clubhouse works, that's a whole other topic, but, get them in that way at the beginning, and then as reminders throughout the room, and definitely at the end, because that's the thing with Clubhouse too, is people are always joining your rooms. Most of the time, the majority of the people that initially join your room within the first 5-10 minutes are going to stay. Some will fall off, some will, come in and out. It will grow the longer you are, on as far as time. So that's why it can kind of fluctuate. Who's in the room, who's leaving, who's coming, you could have new people come into the room 13 minutes into your conversation when you said the thing about joining your email list in minute 1. Well, the people at minute 13 and on haven't heard you talk about that yet. Being consistent about refreshing the room, about, every, early on in the first 10 minutes, a couple of times, and then definitely at, every 5-10 minutes as you progress. If you're doing, let's say an hour-long room is pretty average and typical. Some rooms go very long, but not over here. So let's just recap, okay? Number 1, have value on your list in the first place. Number 2, have a standing offer in your bio that can just always be living there. Number 3, have an offer ready as a call to action to DM them, to DM you as you're live in the conversation or if you're getting on stage. And the last thing is drive people to your opt-in from the room that you're hosting from the get-go, and maybe have it attached to the specific topic you are talking about and track that data for your ideal client's purpose. I hope that this Clubhouse information was super helpful. I love talking about Clubhouse. You can go to the link in my bio at Amanda's in Dallas on Instagram, and I have my Clubhouse schedule posted in there. It links out to my website. I host a Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Time weekly room as a part of our Girl Gang community. And wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining this summit, and we'll catch you later.